welcome back to the channel. So next derivation which we are going to discuss is relation between electric field and electric potential. So for this derivation, let's consider two equipotential surfaces A and another equipotential surface B. So basically equipotential surfaces are those surfaces at which potential will be remain same, means potential on this surface A will be uniform, means potential, suppose potential at this point is found to be 1 volt, so potential at this point will be also 1 volt, potential at this point will be also 1 volt, and so on. So let's consider two equipotential surfaces A and B. These two are equipotential surfaces. These two A and B are equipotential surfaces, and a charge plus Q is placed at origin, and distance of these two equipotential surfaces EPS from origin O are x and dx respectively, and potential on this equipotential surface A is suppose V plus dV, and potential on this EPS B is V only. Why we have taken potential at this point B is V and potential at A is V plus dV? Reason is that direction, we have taken here positive charge, so due to this positive charge electric field that will be always radially outward. Electric field due to this plus charge will be always radially outward, and potential will be always decreasing mode, means the direction of this electric field will be always in decreasing potential. So means potential at point A will be greater than potential on EPS B. Okay, so consider in this arrangement, consider 2 point A and B on two equipotential surfaces located at distances x and x plus dx from origin, where a point charge Q is placed, and let the potential at point A and B or V plus dV and V respectively. Now we have to move a charge, test charge Q naught, from point B to A. We have to bring this charge Q naught from B to A. So some work has to be done. Now we are going to calculate what will be that amount of work done. So we are going to calculate amount of work done in bringing this test charge from B to A. So there will be a small amount of work done. Why? Because there is a small displacement dx. So small amount of work done. In bringing test charge Q naught from B to A. So there will be a small amount of work done D W from B to A, which is equal to that amount of that test charge multiplied by potential difference between these 2 points, means potential just opposite of this order, VA minus VB. Now put these two value. VA is a potential on EPS A and VB is potential on EPS B. So dWBA is equal to Q naught and VA is equal to V plus delta V and potential on B is V. So plus V minus V cancel out. So dWBA is equal to Q naught multiplied by dV. Equation number 1. Let the electric field at point B is E and the force required to move the charge Q naught from B to A. So again work done. This expression can be also found in terms of electric field. So now we are going to what will be the expression for that amount of work done in terms of electric field. So again work done in bringing test charge Q naught from B to A in terms of electric field. So work done is simply given by force multiplied by displacement. Force and displacement, dot product of force and displacement will be work done. So this amount of work done in bringing a charge from B to A is equal to F dot dx. Now calculate this amount of force. So electric field E is given by F upon test charge Q naught. So F will be equal to E Q naught. So dW BA is equal to force which is given by Q naught E dot dx. Q naught is a constant and we have got here dot product of two vector. Just look at this diagram. Direction of electric field is from A to B and we are trying to move this charge from B to A, means displacement and electric field, these two are just opposite to each other. So if these two vectors are just opposite to each other, so theta will be equal to 180 degree in this case. So this can be written as dW BA is equal to Q naught and dot product of two vector will be equal to magnitude of first vector into magnitude of second vector and cosine of angle between these two. Cos angle between these two is how much? 180 degree. So dWBA is equal to Q naught E dx and cos 180 is equal to minus 1. So dWBA is equal to minus Q E dx. Equation number 2. So equation number A also represent amount of work done in bringing a charge from B to A, and this equation 2, this one also represent same amount of work done which we have to perform in bringing that test charge from B to A, but in terms of electric field, means equation number 1 and equation number 2 both are same. So now comparing these two equations, so from equation 1 and 2, WBA of equation 2 and WBA of equation number 1 both are same. So if we compare these two equations, so we will get Q naught V is equal to minus Q naught E dx. So Q naught and Q naught cancel out. V is equal to minus E dx. So electric field E will be equal to V by dx. Equation, this value is dV. So E is equal to minus dV by dx, which is required relation, and this term dV by dx is known as potential gradient, which is required relation. Very, very important.